Hey, how you doing on this Sunday? Hey, Zoe. Hey, Zoe. Look, I was like, I ain't go. Did I go? No, I ain't go live yesterday. I've been slipping. I was supposed to go live yesterday. Did I even go? Yeah, I went live Friday. Right? So who needs funding? Nobody? I'm okay, tired. I decided to cook today. We getting our house done over, so I didn't have a kitchen for Lord for like 2 months. So today I was like, let me cook my husband a nice dinner. So now I am beat down. Hey, property twins. So everybody, you need funding? So what you need funding for? Right? A lot of times, what you need funding for? Right? And I always think about it. People always say, they need 200,000, 300,000 in funding, right? But a lot of times they don't even know what to do with it, right? Just think about how many people hit the lottery. They said 70% of all people that hit the lottery go bankrupt in 3 to 5 years. So the reason they go bankrupt in 3 to 5 years is because one, they don't use the money to create cash flow, right? Most times they use the money to buy a house, to go buy this big old house, right? When you go buy this big house, guess what? With that big house come a large property tax, right? And also it costs money to cool a house and to heat a house, right? And I even think about my house. My house is not really that big. It's like 5 bedrooms. But when we moved to Georgia, it was just me and my husband and my baby, right? He was like 4 months. So the 4 of us, the 3 of us is sleeping in one room, right? But we got to cool up this whole house, or we got to heat the whole house, right? That's something we don't think about when we buy these big houses. So I think a lot of times that's why people that hit the lottery go broke, because they use the money as a consumer, right? Meaning they just buy stuff. They buy, hey Deborah, they buy houses, they buy cars, right? Instead of using the money to create cash flow, right? So that be the problem. And then of course, every time, you got some money, hey, here come everybody in your family. So you hit the lottery, everybody in your family needs something, right? Everybody in your family needs something. And what happens, right? What happens? We give them the money, right? Because we feel bad. And I used to be like that. Always wanting to help people, and stuff. But then I realized that when I don't have, first of all, I bust my ass to get to where I'm at. Let's be clear on that, right? So nothing was given to me from when, me being a teenage mom, when I used to have to work, multiple jobs to take care of my kids. Once I started working at the post office, working 12 hours, 7 days a week, right? To take care of my kids. And then even, working and running my tax business, or, the credit repair business, or whatever business I have, right? Like working just about 18 hours a day, 7 days a week, right? So my thing is that if I did it, you could do too, right? So I don't have that empathy, sympathy for people. Now I'll show you how to get some money, right? So if you want to know how to get some money, how to start a business, right? I can help you with that all day long, right? But I can't give you my money I worked for, right? And I even think about, when I was working at the post office, and we was talking one time in the break room, talking about if we hit the lottery, what we would do with the money. And of course, everybody had the same reaction, right? Everybody said, I will quit the job. Of course, I would quit too, right? I would have quit too. But I would quit the job, I buy a house, I buy a car, and I go on vacation, right? But the thing is, everybody was thinking as a consumer, right? Not as how it can make money for you, right? And maybe I was just thinking like this because I've been investing in real estate since 2006. But I was like, well, if I hit the lottery for $1 million, I would take that and go buy me an apartment building that's cash flowing about $20,000 a month. Then I can go and buy that car or whatever, right? And they all just had the puzzle look on their face like, wow, that's smart, right? And the thing is, a lot of us don't think like that. We don't think about how to use money to create more money, right? And we always got to be thinking about, like, how can, I use this money to make more money. And I know a lot of us, me too, was taught, don't use credit, don't create debt, right? But this is the thing about creating debt, right? And there is a such thing as bad debt and good debt, right? Bad debt is when you get into debt to buy a car, right? That you're not making money from. Yeah, nowadays, yeah, we definitely want to buy that car and, put it on Toro. Even if you rent it out for 1 week in a month, right? At least that will cover your payment. So now you're driving for free, right? Or we create debt to go on vacation, right? How many times we have put trips on our credit card? I know I ain't the only one, right? I don't went on vacation, put it on the credit card. And that vacation might have been $2,000, but by the time I got finished paying for it, I done paid $4,000, right? Or, they have something, when people be saying retail therapy, which it do make you feel good when you go shopping, right? I ain't gonna even lie, right? But, if you feeling depressed or you feeling down, you go hit the mall and you buying a whole bunch of stuff, charging it up, right? So, we use credit for that. Christmas time is coming. I know everybody done maxed out their credit cards, done used up all their money so that the Christmas tree, is nice and full. So everybody's happy. The kids is happy, and, then January come. And those of us, I used to get a tax return too. I couldn't wait for tax time, right? So I ain't going to even act like I used to be happy for that tax return, right? But, after Christmas, we done ran up our credit cards, done maxed up our credit cards. Done spend up all our money. Some people, don't pay they rent or their utility bills in December, January, just for Christmas, right? So now we can't wait for tax time so we could catch up on our bills, right? So I say that to say that we use credit as a consumer and don't think twice about it. But when it's time to use credit to create cash flow, no, I don't want to use my credit for that. Well, I don't want to mess up my credit, right? But not thinking, we didn't think twice when we was using our credit as a consumer, right? Buying stuff that's not going to give us any type of return on investment, right? But, the wealthy people use debt, credit to create cash flow, right? So this is how it works. You use debt. Right? I'm going to give you an example, right? Let's just say you take $100,000. Let's just say you take $100,000 and you buy 2 duplexes, right? You take $100,000, you go buy 2 duplexes, and those duplexes you make, let's just say $3,000 a month, right? $3,000 a month times 12 is, how much is that? Let me get my calculator because I got a little headache. I can't. Let me see. 3,000 a month times 12 is 36. Is $36,000 a year, right? Times. Let's do times 4. No, not even times 4. Times 3. Times 3. So in 3 years. So now, if you take $100,000 in credit, you go and buy you 2 duplexes, right? That you making $3,000 a month. That $3,000 a month equals $36,000 a year. Times 3 years is $108,000, right? So in 3 years, you would have paid back that $100,000. Now you are cash flowing $36,000 a year for the rest of your life. For the rest of your life, right? So a lot of times, hey, China, you want to learn how to use other people's money, make sure you join my challenge that I pinned. I'm going to teach you how to get, over 6 figures in business or personal credit, right? And then for the VIP, I'm even going to have an extra class for the VIP, and we're going to talk about ways to use this money to leverage OPM, right? So, like I said, when it's time to use our credit to make money, a lot of people don't want to, right? Oh, I don't want to use my credit, right? But just think, you use the bank's money, right? I just gave you an example. 100,000 credit, buy you 2 duplexes. Some of you might be saying, where can I get a duplex for $50,000? right? There's a lot of markets. Cleveland, Detroit, Chicago, Milwaukee, some parts of Florida, right? You can still get duplexes for all in $50,000. So you got $100,000, you get your two duplexes, and I'm just saying $1,500. It might even cash flow more than that, right? So the thing is, you use that, you create cash flow, right? You use the cash flow to pay down the debt. That's how you get wealthy, right? So we definitely have to stop saying that I don't want to use debt. If I don't have the money for it, I'm not going to get it. Only way you should think like that, if you don't have the money to get it and you're not going to get it, is if you are buying a liability, meaning, clothes, jewelry, and I'm not going to really say a car, because a car can be an asset, right? If you rent it out to make money, right? So for those of y'all that don't know, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I'm having a 6-figure funding blueprint class. It's a virtual class. Is online. From, if you do VIP is from 6:30 to 8, general admissions from 7 to 8. Within that time, you will learn exactly how to get access to funding. I'm going to give you the sequence, how to get access to funding. I'm going to tell you exactly what the underwriters is looking for to approve you. I'm going to tell you exactly how your business should be set up to make sure your business is lendable, credible, and fundable, right? You're going to get a list of over 30 banks, right? So let's just say you get $200,000 in funding, right? And you can do this, could be either personal funding or business funding, right? And the reason I say either or, because we're going to go over the qualifications for business funding. And a lot of times, most people will not qualify for business funding, right? So you can't qualify for business funding. So the class is $97 for general admission. VIP is $297. VIP, you get to spend an extra 30 minutes with me. Let's say 4 days, 30 minutes to get all your questions answered. And you also enter a chance to win a brand new iPad that I brought. So whoever joined VIP on that last day, Friday, we're going to raffle off a brand new VIP. And anybody that joined tomorrow, actually, I'm going to do a drawing where I'm going to be giving some giveaways away. It is Christmas. I'm in the giving, season. So I have a course, the Passive Income 101. That course talks about Toro, Airbnb, and credit repair. That course is normally $2,000. I'm going to give it away to someone who sign up for the challenge. I'm also going to give away my business credit ebook, my credit repair ebook. I'm going to raffle that off. I'm also going to raffle off, I'm going to cash app 2 people $100. What else I said I was giving away? My 24-hour inquiry removal ebook also, right? So that drawing is tomorrow, right? So tomorrow, make sure you sign up. Tomorrow at 8 o'clock, I will be doing the raffle. Maybe 9 o'clock. I don't know. 8 or 9 o'clock. I didn't decide yet, right? I'm going to be raffling off some giveaways, right? So I don't want you to join for the giveaways, right? But giveaways is nice. I want you to join for the information, right? Because the new year's coming. The new year's coming, we all like, and I'm like that too. Oh yeah, also thank you for team. We also giving away 2 free LLCs also, right? So, we always like, I'm gonna wait till the new year, new me, but let's get started now. Let's get started now, right? Because I've been saying that, I was gonna exercise, start losing some weight. Then today I'm like, I'm gonna just wait till the new year. I was like, no, Dana, you're not, right? You need to start now, right? So let's start now getting ready for the new year. Right? Let's start now getting ready for the new year. Like they say, it's better to have the money and don't need it, or wait till you need the money and don't have it. Right? So you might be like, okay, I don't even have a business. Right? That's right. Start now. And now stands for no opportunity wasted. Right? We definitely got to act now. Right? And a lot of times we like, I don't have a business. I don't know what business to start. Just start a business. Start a business, right? If you don't know what type of business to set up, just be generic. Business services. You always can change the NIC, what is it? NAICS code, the NAT code, right? You can always change that code. Basically, that code says what industry you in. But set up your business name. Just be generic, right? Whatever. Like my name, I always use Daytona because Daytona is Dana and Tony, which is my husband, right? So Daytona Enterprises, Daytona Unlimited, Daytona Consultant. Just set up your business and let it get seasoned. And the reason I'm saying that is because once your business get 2 years old, right, then you can get lines of credit. Now you can get business credit cards with an LLC that's brand new that you set up today. Tomorrow you can get business credit cards, right? F, your personal credit is good, right? Then that means basically you co-sign for your business. It doesn't matter. Your business does not have to be making any money, right? But if you want to get lines of credit from the banks, your LLC have to be 2 years old. So just set up your business. If you have children that's like 16, set up their business, right? Just set up the business. Then you can decide on what you want to do later. And you can also start building business credit, right? Because did you know that you can have bad personal credit, right, and still build business credit, right? And it does not affect your personal credit, does not affect your business credit, right? So set up your LLC. Hey, Barbara, set up your LLC, start building business credit, and definitely start working on your personal credit, right? Because when you have good personal credit and you have good business credit, you get larger lines of credit, right? Do 2 years, do two a year for the young. Yeah, set up the LLCs for the kids, right? So that when the kids turn 18, the LLC be seasoned, right? And then also, when you have children, you have credit cards that's in good standing. When I mean good standing, right? Meaning that you don't have no late payments, right? Your utilization is not high. Put your children on your credit cards, right? And start building business credit for them. So when they turn 18, they already have a score generated, right? Then, you know, if you're a member of Navy Federal or any type of credit union, open them up an account with a credit union, right? Because we know credit unions is easier to get lines of credit from, right? So we want to set up LLCs for ourselves. Every single one on this should have an LLC. And if you need help setting up an LLC, right, contact Priority Business Solutions. She set up all my LLCs, right? And guess what? If you join my 6-figure funding challenge, right, that I'm having Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, right, you can enter to win a chance to win a LLC. So how dope is that, right? So let's just say you pay $100 to join the class and you win an LLC, right? So basically, in LLCs is like, what, $250, $300, right? So definitely she set yours up. Right, so definitely everybody want an LLC. Set up an LLC, get your credit in position. Let me tell you, like your life would just be so much different. Your life would be so much different, right? And the thing is, it's scary, right? It's scary if you work in a 9 to 5 and you used to having that paycheck every 2 weeks. It's scary stepping out there, right? So I'm not really telling you to quit your job, right? Because if it don't work out, I can't take care of you, right? But you got to believe in yourself. Know that it will work out, right? I'm going to tell you about, like, when was it? It might have been like 3 years ago when my daughter, you know, she was working a job. She just had her son. And, you know, I asked her to quit her job, to leave her job to become my assistant, right? So I'm like, oh, my goodness. So, of course, you know, the devil started being busy. I'm like, Lord, can I afford to pay her? Right? Can I afford to pay her? Right? So actually that's when I taught her how to do LLCs and told her to create another business. So, you know, of course, thank God, you know, it worked out. I made enough money to pay her, but I also told her to set up a business, right? To set up a business, right? But it is scary. It's scary when you have people depending on you, right? But what I learned is that you got to believe in yourself, right? And you have to have the attitude. It have to work. Period. She's not going back to her job. I'm not going back to my job. It have to work, right? And we made it work. 3 years later, we made it work, Might even been longer. That might be 4 years now. But anyway, it goes. We made it work. How old they gotta be to open up a general bank account? Also, how old do you have to be that? So each credit card is different as far as adding your kids as an authorized user. I added my son when he was like 13. I added to him a bank account. It doesn't really matter because it would be kind of like a custodial account and stuff. So when my son, I think at the same time at 13, I opened him up a Bank of America one so he can have a debit card. Like, so his is kind of connected with mine where I can see all his transactions, but he can't see all my transactions, right? And then with kids, you always can set up a custodial account. A couple of weeks ago, I had posted my grandkids when they had turned 3. I opened up a custodial account for them with T. Rowe Price. So it's like it's a mutual fund, and they can't get it till they 24 years old. So I put $100 in it every month. So instead of giving them Christmas and birthday gifts, right, I just put $100 a month. Of course, if they get to the age where they ask me for something, like my grandson today asked me for some goldfish, like I would get it. Right? My other grandson for his birthday, he asked me for a credit card, so I got him a debit card, right? But if they don't ask for stuff, I'm not buying nothing. I leave those toys for their parents to get. So when they turn 24, they would have well over $100,000 in their account, right? So I say that to say you can set up a custodial account for a kid and they get it when they turn 24, right? And a lot of times we thinking, oh, I don't have $100 to put up, and I felt like that when I set it up for my grandsons, and when I set it up for my son, I'm like, gosh, this $300 a month, right? So I set it up like six years ago, because I'm already getting ready to turn 9. So I set it up 6 years ago, and I'm like, oh my goodness. But when you think you're not gonna have it, you won't have it, right? And then you just got to figure it out. All right, so what can I do to make some extra money to put this up so I don't even think about it? Right? So we definitely got to put money up. We got to put money up for these kids. We got to teach these kids about credit, how to leverage credit, right? And about business, right? So even if you at a job and you love your job, you should still have some type of income, some type of business income, some type of passive income, right? Because things happen. Things happen and the jobs isn't guaranteed. I worked for the for the U.S. Postal Service since 1996. When I got injured in 2017, right, still worked injured for a whole year. Then when I went out of work in 2018, it was a year before they paid me. If I didn't have my tax business, if I didn't have rental properties, I could have lost everything, right? So I just want to tell you, be prepared for the unexpected, right? Always have some type of source of income, right? And something that's not going to take up a lot of your time, right? Who can use an extra $3,000 a month, right? An extra $2,000 a month. Even if you don't need it, just put it up. I have my son credit card AU since he was 5. Yes, definitely put your kids on your credit cards and start building credit for them. Yeah, definitely use your 9 to 5 to fund you. You know what? And I wish my son-in-law was on here, because my son-in-law, he does heating and air, and he's been doing heating and air for, Lord, how old is he? He's 35. I think for like 18 years, right? For about 18 years, he was doing heating and air. Finally, last year, he stepped out there and started his own business. He started his own business, and I know it was scary because he have a family to take care of, right? His wife done left her job and working for her mother, which, she get paid really good. But anyway, working for her mother, and then he stepped out there to start his own business. And I know it's scary, but like he absolutely love it. Tima, ask Steve if he want to go live with me. Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? It's definitely scary, but it's rewarding. It's so rewarding, right? And it's scary at the same time. Let me see if he go. Let me see how I get him. Steve, request me to go live. How do you do this? I want to bring him on so he can talk about Um, okay, let me see. If he accepted, he might not even accept it. Be like, girl, I ain't going live with you. There you go. Hey, Steve.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, look, I put you on the spot, right? So,
Yeah.
I was just talking about how, leaving your job can be scary. And by no means, I ain't telling nobody to leave their job. And I was just saying how you was doing heating and air for like 18 years, right?
Yeah, close to it. Yeah, yeah.
About 18 years working for a company, and then you decided to leave the company and start your own business. So can you tell us like what that journey been like? Like what made you decide to leave the job, start your own business? And was it scary?
Oh, it definitely was scary because I've been having 40 hours and with no problem, and jumping out there on your own is like now I got to worry about am I gonna make my time, be able to do this and do that. But it's been great because now I have more time. I take Carter to school, pick him up a lot more. Helping team out. So that's been definitely a benefit and a plus. So, but yeah, I've been doing it right out of high school and had a clientele that I slowly was building up. And, it wasn't, the company I worked at wasn't bad. But like I said, just the opportunity to go ahead and jump out there and do it, looking at you and everybody else. I'm like, man, they can do this. I can do it
Mhm.
too. Get out here
Yeah.
you don't have to be on the 9 to 5, not knocking it, but if you can, do it for yourself and still be able to, make your living, actually probably work a little less and,
Mhm.
you still got to put that time in. I put it like that. But I'm saying it's more freedom for sure.
Yeah.
Never to choose your schedule, make your schedule, do what you want to do. You could work today. I did that one job or two jobs, and that's it for the day. And then tomorrow I get back on it. So
Mhm.
that's a big plus.
Mhm.
Like I said, it's scary in the fact that I don't have 40 hours. I don't have that I knew was coming
Mhm.
in. But man, let me tell you, most of the people you around, if they know you and they're gonna support you, they're gonna do whatever they can to support you and refer
Mhm.
you, stuff like that, especially if you got a good name anyway. So
Mhm.
you get out there and do your thing and like I said, you got to put the work in. I'm still working. I'm still trying to get my clientele, build my
Mhm.
commercial clientele for sure, but I don't regret it at all. And I should have done it sooner. So
Okay, good, good. Yeah,
yep.
I'm happy for you. Yeah, and I was just talking about, on here talking about how, we work for a job and that security is so, is like hard to let that go.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh yeah.
and I'm proud of you that, you did it because it was scary for me. It was scary when I asked Tima to leave her job, right? Making
Yeah.
sure that, I got
Right.
enough money to pay her,
Yeah.
and stuff. And, I just learned that when you focus on the negative, right? Meaning, like, if I were to focus on how I'm a payer versus just putting in the work to get it done,
Yep.
right? And it happened. And, Tima make way more money than she made working the job and doing way less.
Yeah. She do work though, like, yeah. She do, but she stay working. But yeah, seriously though, like I said, that's a big part of it. Is
Mm-hmm.
again, like not knowing, like, okay, well, if I do this, am I gonna have this time or make this money that I know with my job? I can get 40 hours, I can get overtime, I can whatever. So, that's a thing right there. But
Yeah.
go ahead and say, look, and I'll put it like this: I left on good terms. So I was told by several people at the company, if something don't work out, you can always come back. But they wished me the best. They said, the way you are, we know you ain't gonna do nothing but be successful. So,
Mm-hmm.
um, like I said, it's get out there and do it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I'm proud of you.
I
And
appreciate
I'm
it.
happy you made that move. Definitely spend more time with your family because
Yeah,
one thing, like with Tim and Shalane growing up, I missed out on so much because I was working 12 hours, 7 days, working 3 hours, three jobs, even with AJ working overtime and, just so tired. So, something you can't get back is time, right?
Yeah.
So it's definitely a blessing to be able to have that time to spend with your family, go on vacation and watch your kids grow up. It's nothing like it. And, just being a parent is hard because you have to provide and you want
Yep.
to spend time. And sometimes you're not able to do both. And
Right.
sometimes when you just provide and then not spending time, they say you're a bad parent. If
Yeah.
you are, spending time and can't keep the lights on, you're a bad parent,
Yeah.
right? So I just realized, being a entrepreneur, being a business owner, right? It gives you the ability to do both, to provide for your family and also spend time with your family. So that's
Yep.
definitely, a blessing. And I just can't wait to see, where your business go, right?
Oh,
Because
I
I
know.
know like
Yeah.
it's going big places.
Yep.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you. Yep.
Okay, Steve. Well, thank you for, hopping on. I know you're a little shy.
Oh, no, no problem. No problem. So,
Yeah,
so
but I just want people to see that there's people out here that's leaving their jobs and being successful,
right.
and
Yeah.
after working a job for 18 years,
Mm-hmm.
but having a trade, right, that go a long way. And people that's don't know you do heat and air and
Mm-hmm.
stuff, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Steve. Well, thank the name. So, what's the name of your business?
Priority temperature solutions.
Oh, quality temperature solution. So yeah,
Yep.
so follow him. We are in Atlanta, Georgia. So if you have any issues with your heat and the air, definitely hit you up. He's the best.
I appreciate
He's definitely the best.
it. Yep. All right.
Okay, Steve. All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks.
Okay, bye bye.
Bye.
Yeah. So like we gotta just take the leap of faith. The leap of faith. You know what I'm saying? You gotta believe in yourself and believe that you're gonna make money. Right. And it's just so many businesses that you can do that you don't even think about. Right. And it's so crazy because last year, October, actually I posted on my page yesterday and okay, I'll bring you in. I posted on my page yesterday when we was out to dinner with Greg Big Business, and actually Greg even spoke to him about why he was still work for somebody else, why he's not starting his own business. So Greg kind of put that in him, like sometimes you need to hear from somebody else. And even when I started on my road to entrepreneurship and I'm looking at people and I'm like, gosh, these people is living life and they not hitting no clock. They not hitting no clock. They happy. They making it. I'm like, if they did it, I can do it too. Right. So hold on. So let me see. She asked to come in. Hey,
Hi, I just wanted to come on here and say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much for being you and
you're welcome.
um, representing for our ladies because it's important for me being 19, seeing somebody else who's devoted to being an entrepreneur, but also educating people in the right way.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
so I really, really appreciate it, and I definitely follow you, and you have inspired me a lot to do what I do.
Okay. So what state you live in?
I'm in Pennsylvania.
Are you in Pennsylvania? Okay. So what do you do?
I'm currently an Airbnb host. I'm actually
Okay.
Yeah, I'm an Airbnb host. I'm also I run a basically. I'm sorry, I'm gonna revert. I'm a 19-year-old entrepreneur
Uh-huh.
called Trillionaire, and is devoted towards changing the mindset of individuals within the Black and urban community, and the
Uh-huh.
changing financial situations and inspiring generational wealth. So I run Airbnbs, and I have a project called the Diamond and Rough and Diamond in the Project, where I put luxury Airbnbs inside the inner cities. So this is like what one looks like. I'm actually here right after a guest came upstairs.
Okay.
Huge bed, waterfall shower, but it's to give people an experience that they've otherwise not had.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you are treated good, when you see good, you feel good, and then you act good. Um,
Yeah.
and then I also mentor as well, which is why I said you really inspired me as well, because I learned that it's important to not just do the things, but teach people, who haven't
Correct.
experienced how to do it as well. Um,
Mm-hmm.
So I mentor on starting your own Airbnb, on credit repair, but I don't even like credit repair. I say credit care because I want you to know exactly how to maintain your credit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just a life coach in general. So I bring a lot of the young kids in here to make my t-shirts for my brand, and then they sell it and make the money for themselves.
Okay, good.
Then I'm working on my nonprofit, which will hopefully be coming within the next couple of months in 2022.
Okay, congratulations. I'm proud of you.
Thank
So,
you.
that's so dope because, just think of where I was at 19 years old. Like, I ain't gonna even tell y'all what I was doing at 19 years old, right? But, I was a mother of two, right? And, I just love it to see, people that's young, get into that bag. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just love it. Keep up the good work. Anything I can do to support you, definitely let me know.
Thank you. And it's live right now, but I have an event that's coming up, and I'm pretty much starting a program that'll continue to have these repeated events at schools, at colleges.
Mm-hmm.
But we're all kind of teaching us different stream of income, but we're starting with the mind, onto the body, and then we're getting to the financial with the streams of income, and then we're going to move to creating generational wealth and creating your impact. So if you would be willing to actually teach, business funding of that nature for that entire program, that would be something that would be really, really dope, and I would be really excited for.
Yes. Inbox me when you get off, and I give you my number and give me your number. But definitely, because it's so crazy because I said I wanted to have a class for not really kids, but like age 17 to 25, just talking about credit, how to build credit, what is credit, just all of that I know I wasn't taught growing up. The only thing my grandmother ever told me was don't co-sign for nobody. My mother didn't teach me nothing because she had utility bills in our name, right? But that's all I knew. And it had me think about it because my son, that's 18, he was looking at something, was about to buy some chain online from a firm. I was like, what? So I'm sitting up there trying to explain to him. So I'm thinking like, gosh, a lot of kids probably don't even know this stuff.
Right.
So I definitely, you know what I'm saying? So it's important that we let people know. And to be honest, some adults don't even know. You know what I'm saying? But we definitely have to let our people know that, the importance of credit, and how your life can be so much different with credit. You know what I'm saying? Especially once you're able to use it to create cash flow.
Yes. And then even furthermore, like you said, now it's the knowledge a lot of times is so accessible. So sometimes it's not even that kids don't know now, but it's that their mind isn't in tune to accept the information.
Yeah.
With this program, we're going to start with that trillionaire mindset, which starts with mind, and then get into the body, and then get into the finance. Because if your mental isn't right, if your body isn't right, you can't even be receptive or repeat and duplicate the information I'm giving you.
Correct. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you. But definitely inbox me your telephone number, and I'll get you my number so we can talk more.
Okay, perfect. I'm inboxing you right now. Have a good day.
Okay. All right. Enjoy your Sunday.
You too.
Okay. Bye-bye. Yeah. So any other questions? Like, that's so dope. Like, when we see somebody doing things, we got to support people. We definitely have to support each other. So no, about the taxes. Oh, well, I'll be doing the credit repair in the box. So actually, I have a friend that sells credit repair in the box, and actually, he's going to be at my next event, January 29th. I thought you was asking about the taxes. Yeah, this year I decided I'm not going to do taxes. I'm just doing too much, and my business coach said that I need to let something go. So I decided taxes is going to be one of the businesses that I'm going to have to let go, right? Because just doing too much and not really focusing on certain things. Like I'm just doing too much. I'm getting a little older, and it's time that I let a couple of things go. So I'm letting several businesses go that I normally, do. I'm going to let them go and just concentrate more on my credit and funding. No credit repair, like how to get business credit. Oh, business credit in the box. No, not credit repair, like how to get business credit in the. Oh, okay. Do you travel to speak? So yes, I do travel to speak. Mainly I travel to speak um like my brother Greg when he have an event or beyond. So I wherever Greg go, whether it be Miami, wherever he go to speak, I go and speak. Beyond he's mainly in Cleveland, but yes, I will travel to speak. Right now, my January schedule is full for every weekend. So, and then I think the first weekend of February is full too. But yes, I do travel to speak. And I don't charge to go and speak. I definitely don't charge to go speak. You know what I'm saying? Because we definitely want to support and we want to make sure people get the information. We definitely want to make sure people, get the information because there's a lot of things that we wasn't taught. We wasn't taught about how to use credit, business credit, just how to have multiple streams of income. And even with, multiple streams of income, inbox me and let me know the date. Let me see. How to start a business in the right way to where you get business credit and how to leverage your personal credit. So actually, see, now that question you have, you want to join my 6-figure funding blueprint, right? $97. You're going to learn all of that. You're going to learn how to properly set up your LLC. You're going to learn what the underwriters is looking for to approve you for business funding, personal funding. I'm going to give you the sequence of banks to go to get funding. I'm going to give you a list of 30 banks, a whole bunch of stuff, right? So you don't want to miss. It's Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday from 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock. The recordings will be available for 24 hours, right? So we have two options to join. $97 general admission. Everybody got $97, right? VIP is $297. With the VIP, you get extra 30 minutes to ask me any questions. And then you also get a chance to win a brand new iPad that I'm going to raffle off. But everybody that join, I'm going to raffle off something for everybody, right? So we have my passive income one-on-one course I'm going to raffle off. 2 LLCs, right? Because everybody needs to get them an LLC, right? Will you be denied funding if you have a virtual? Not really. You couldn't have a virtual office, but you just got to look and see what the virtual office looks like. So we're going to be going over that in that class, right? How to pick the right virtual office. What else we raffling off? My business credit ebook, just a whole bunch of. Actually, we raffling the stuff off tomorrow. So you should join today or tomorrow because tomorrow at 8 o'clock we will be raffling off the giveaways for the class, and the class is Wednesday, right? But you want to know, how to get access to funding, right? So that we can start, any type of business we want. Like there are so many businesses to start. In January, January 29th, I'm going to be bringing to y'all different businesses in a box, right? So what does that mean, business in a box? So that means that you're going to get a business that's totally set up for you, cash flowing money, right? When it's handed over to you. Of course, it's a fee for those. It can range from anywhere from $15,000 to $50,000, right? And it would take about probably like 90 days to set up. Most of these businesses take about 90 days to set up. But when you take over the business, right, it will be cash flowing, right? So a lot of us want stuff done for us. I'm that person. I want just about everything done for us, done for me. So this is definitely, an option. Okay. So I just want to say thank you for, tuning in. If you need funding, the cheapest way to go about it is joining my 6-figure funding blueprint, right? Because, if somebody get funding for you, either they're going to charge you 10%. So if somebody get you $100,000, they're going to charge you $10,000, right? Or either they might charge you a flat fee of $5,000. Let me just block this person right here. People is crazy. They don't got, you know what I'm saying? Like, Lord. But yeah. Hold on, let me. I'm sorry. Some crazy person with their crazy comments. I had to block them right quick. Yeah. But yeah. So you definitely want to join. My six-figure funding blueprint is only $100. You get access to funding, know exactly what the underwriters is looking. Do you do private funding? So what you mean private funding? For what do you mean private funding? Is it for real estate? Right? So my husband's home now, so it's time for us to eat dinner. It's been real. So tomorrow, make sure you're on live with me at 8 o'clock while I do the giveaways. For the people that joined, you know, the six-figure funding blueprint. Okay, so you enjoy your Sunday, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.